Hi everyone, it is time for me to plan out my week, Monday, May 1st through Sunday, May 7th, 2023 in my makselife vertical planner. I am actually going to use a sticker kit today after basically a month of pen-only planning. This is from Cricut Paper Co.'s 2022 Cricut Miss Advent Calendar, and if you look at these stickers, they're a little wintry. I'm probably not going to use these because the weather is both rainy and warm next week, but I love the colors, so I'm definitely going to use the rest of these, and I should have plenty of shit to work with. Have been up and down with making my live plan with me's and other things with just feeling crummy from dialysis. We're working on it. I'm filming just a little bit early in the week, so I don't have like a meal plan ready yet, but we're going to get going anyway. Let's see where we're going to start. So I have the Cricut Paper Co. stickers. I've got some of the washi tape that came with that advent calendar that is the same color scheme. And then for my pen, I'm using a Papermate Flare currently because that's the pen that's on my desk. And then for my stickers, because these are vinyl, I will use the Unipin permanent, like oil-based pen. And for my dot pen this week, I'm going to use the baby pink Zig clean color dot pen because it'll be pretty with these colors. I'm just going to start putting down some of this washi that came with it. I should also mention, for cutting the stickers, I'm using my little slice tool because my palette knife that I use for washi cutting doesn't cut through vinyl because it's not really meant for that. It's meant to be a palette knife, not a washi cutter, but that's what I use it for because I don't really oil paint all that much, and palette knives for watercolors, there's uses, but they're not often uses. Does that make sense? I want to see if I can get through at least one of these sheets while in here. We'll see how many of these sheets I can use up. I mean, I'll probably condense them, but I still count that. I know I won't use the whole kit because, like I said, I'm not going to use those other stickers. So anything else that gets left could probably get saved for the winter when it's more obviously going to snow. But, I mean, fucking who knows? Last year in May, we had a 90-degree day, and then the next day had 7 inches of snow. So who fucking knows, right? And we'll put this green guy across the top. Green guy. Now, I actually did my May goals already, so I'll already know what habits and shit to put on. But that video is coming out on Tuesday, so just stay tuned for that. If it is utterly curious for you why I make some of the decisions that I do. What the fuck, Cindy? I cannot do this straight for the life of me. Holy shit. I think Lulu's down here. Or is that Sunny? Sunny? No, must be Lou. Or maybe Odin. Who knows? So there's one piece. But then there's the other piece I cut, which is still probably not going to make it look very good, but whatever. Close enough. I may have to rescue my cat from my closet down here. Currently, it sounds like he's stuck. And before you say, Cindy, why don't you just keep the closets closed? I do, but Odin has figured out how to open closets using his head because he is a little shithead. Lou, are you stuck? Lulu. Okay, oh man, you come out. Come on. Oh, Lulu. Hi, you. Hi, you. Are you stuck? So it was the Odin who was actually stuck. Although Lulu might be in there too. So we'll see what happens. So one thing that is happening this week that I don't actually have all the information on is NBA playoffs. So I know the Nuggets are advancing, which is the Denver team. And their schedule should already be out for at least the first 4 games. Since they know they're playing and the Suns are their competitor team. So I want to get those games on here. But my Kings currently are, the day I'm filming this, they're playing game 5 against the Warriors, and it's 2-2. So who fucking knows if the Kings will be in it or not. If the Kings make it into the next round, which hopefully they will, then they will definitely be my number 1 team to root for. But the Denver Nuggets, because this is my new hometown, the Denver Nuggets are definitely going to be my number 2 team to root for. So definitely want to get those games on here. But like I said, I can't really get the Sacramento games on until I know if they're playing them or not. If the Warriors win, I don't know if I'm going to watch. Like, I've rooted for the Warriors in the past as a California team, and especially since when the Kings had been out of commission in the playoffs for so fucking long. You know, got to root for somebody, right? But I just don't know. So I'm not gonna sweat about it. What I think I'm gonna do is put another one of these like liney stickers down. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna remove this one, and thankfully, one thing I love about Cricut Paper Co. stickers is they are like utterly removable. So we'll use this blue one because the blue is the color that would be the spot. I just didn't see these until now. And also these little blue strips match that. So I'm going to do blue here, and I have the blue here, and then I'm going to do the other blue in the middle for my dinners, assuming I ever meal plan again, because it's been one of those things that like has not been happening as much as I would like it to this last week because I was feeling so shitty. So we'll put the dinners in this one. Dinners. We'll put this week for my habits, and then we'll put important for that, you know, because that's my vocabulary. Let me write in the days of the week really quick, and I will fill in my habits. And like I said, if you're interested in like the thought behind the habits, just let me know. And then this will be dinners down here, like what we actually eat. Okay, and I'm going to get some weather in as well. Of course, it could change, but that's why God made whiteout, if I, was religious and such. And as you can see, this Monday, 71 and sunny, is why I'm not using the cozy stickers. One thing that I have been doing is having like a top thing to get done each day. That's been working really well for me. So I'm going to take this situation washi tape, that's what it is, and I'm going to block that off up at the top. Now I want to have space for a to-do list as well, but I'm not going to worry about that at the top. This thing at the very, very top of my page is going to be the one thing that I just have to get done that day. And with as shitty as I have been feeling on some days and as not shitty as I've been feeling on other days, it's really hard to predict how I'm going to feel at any given time. And so making a massive to-do list that I just have to get done is really demoralizing and really kind of futile. And so instead what I'm going to do is put this little washi tape down here to be the top, the one thing at the very top of my day. This is the thing that has to get done. And I'm going to put one dot in each of these to remind myself that this is the one thing, that I can't put more than one thing. However, then what I'm going to do is use these to-do stickers across the bottom to create like a to-do list for other things that might need to get done during the week. Or that day, But again, if they don't get done, then they can get moved. It's the thing on top that has to get done. Because, for example, this past week, one thing on my list, the week I'm currently in, one thing on my list was to message my social worker because I needed some paperwork from her. And so I did that. That was my one thing that I had to get done. Another thing, the thing on today's list is actually I need to go count my inventory of supplies because I have a clinic visit tomorrow. One of the things that we do at our monthly clinic visits is turn in our request sheet for all the stuff we need, syringes and needles and alcohol wipes and all those things. We get a delivery every month from the dialysis machine company with all of the big machine supplies, the sacks that I need to make my dialysate and the cartridges when we use every day, they have the filter and everything in it. And that they send their own inventory along where I actually get a text. It's actually a pretty cool system. You get a text and an email to remind you. And in the email or the text, or both actually, is a link. And what the link takes you to is a page with all of the supplies that I use. And what you do is you don't tell them what you need. You don't have to figure that out. All you have to do is enter in the number you have on that day, even though it's for a delivery in the following month, because then they'll extrapolate what you're going to need based on what you have and what your prescription is. So it works pretty well. And even when we've had to use extra shit because of fuck ups or whatever, we've still had enough. So it's a pretty interesting system. So the to-do list is just going to be for extra things, but this thing on top is the top thing. All right, now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little hashed mark situations and I'm going to put down when we expect to do dialysis. Now, again, that could change. As a matter of fact, this week it's changing because of some stuff we've got going on Sunday. We're moving our dialysis day on the weekend to Saturday, but currently we have no real need to make any changes. So I don't feel necessarily like I need to really keep an eye out for that. We're also supposed to be changing our schedule up on Tuesdays so that Jesse can start going into work a little late, but still on starting dialysis early on Tuesday morning. However, I don't know how that's going to work yet. We've been talking about it, but we haven't quite nailed it down yet. And so I don't know if it's starting this next week or not. If it is, I'll make a note of it, but I'm not quite there yet. And the other thing is, unless I am totally wrong, I think we're doing blood work on Monday because it's the first Monday of the month. So I will find out when I go to my clinic visit this week, which is tomorrow, but whatever. I do know that on Sunday I will need to flush my effluent line. Maybe I'll extrapolate my sacks. Okay, so if I'm going to do some sack extrapolation. Since we'll be doing labs on Monday, that means I have to go to FedEx because we have to go to that's my number one thing I have to do. Even if I am in bed all day, we have to get the labs sent off that day. Especially the ones for the transplant center aren't refrigerated, but the ones for my dialysis clinic are refrigerated and we have ice packs and shit. And so we do need to send those on for they just need to go out the day that they get taken. All right, now the dialysis has been put in. Another thing I want to add in is Jesse and Layla going to the office on Wednesday. Like I said, I don't know if they're going to go to the office on Tuesday or not. That will definitely be something I add in when I know. I could use this little guy, but I kind of don't want to. Do I? I kind of do, though, because it's still small. So maybe that's what we'll do. We'll do the same one here. Maybe I'll put it a little higher just to make it a little obvious that it's different than the dialysis ones. Okay. So all of those things are in. I don't have a lot of other appointments this week, but one of the reasons I do this is just so you can see, it's not about I don't do a fully filled out week most weeks. Most weeks I have it filled out a little bit. And then as you can see in this current week, it starts to get filled in as time goes on, but I do want to get appointments in. So Monday, one thing I do have is also I have in-person therapy and definitely want to get a box in for that because I have to drive for that. You know what? I've also got a weekend sticker. That should go in here as well. Tuesday, the only thing that is on my schedule is a patron live where I'm going to be teaching them all about painting and doodling sea anemones, which will be so much fun. I was supposed to do that this last week, but I was feeling super out of it and I just didn't have time to prep that. So instead, we just chatted and had some fun life chats, but we'll do the teaching this week. And I'm excited about that because sea anemones are fucking rad. I'll maybe be putting basketball games in after I'm done getting all my appointments in because my basketball games aren't on my Google Calendar. All right, Wednesday morning, the cleaners are coming. So definitely grabbing a sticker for that. And then because of that, I know that the thing I have to take care of on Tuesday is my check and tip for the cleaners to get those ready to go. Thursday, Sunny has a class that evening. So we'll do, I'm kind of just wanting to use these regular boxes as opposed to the more like sketchy boxes. But Sunny's class is in the evening. They're doing a it's their Ramen 101 class. Dim sum is this week, I think. Next week? Last week. Also, I should add, while we're starting to sit here and talk, I'm going to be doing a live stream on the 7th. Assuming I don't, again, have another rough day. I really hope not, though. I want it to be a planner roast. So watch out. I'm going to make a note of it on Friday, even though it is a work thing. That the thing on Friday that I want to get done is post roast posts. Post roast posts. So that if you're on Patreon, there'll be a post for you, there'll be one on Instagram, and there'll be one on YouTube to collect what items you would like me to roast. I want to roast this planner launch season. I'm not buying anything, so I'm going to fucking roast the shit out of everything. In a good-natured way. Don't come at me if I roast your favorite brand. Jesus. My camera stopped recording. I did put in that I need to wash my sheets. I'm getting a haircut on Saturday, and on Friday I will be watching Yellow Jackets, which is great because they skipped this week. Like, there will be no Yellow Jackets this week. We're not in sweeps. Do you guys remember, for those of you who are old enough to remember watching TV, like on TV before streaming, when it would be sweeps? And so what they would do is they would have like a break before January sweeps. And then they would have like a cliffhanger. Like, for example, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. In season 2, and I was in college, I was a freshman, we were watching in our dorm rooms. Season 2, if you don't remember, there was the episode where Buffy and Angel had sex. And then they cut to a break, like a pre-sweeps break. And then the follow-up episode, which was probably one of the most pivotal episodes for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So that should just tell you that I hate that. All right, so 2:30, hangout. 3:30, roasty, live, plan with me. And then on Sunday, the thing I want to I'm not going to put it on my must get done on Sunday, but I'm going to put it on my regular to-do list or my weekly check-ins. All right, so that is all of my appointments for the week. Now I'm going to go check the NBA schedule. So game 2 is on Monday. Maybe what I'll do I have like a sticker I have plenty of for the NBA? I mean, I've got a lot of stickers here. We'll use these like these like blurbs. NBA. Nuggets. There's no times and there's no channels, but there is games on these days. So I'm just putting those in and I'll fill in information as I get it. Game 3, and we know it goes up to game 4 at least. So that'll get me through the week because game 1 is actually this Saturday that's already passed by the time you see this. Game 3 is on Friday. And again, I don't know if the Kings are going to be playing on any of these days or not. So, fingers crossed. And then game 4 is Sunday. Sunday. I'll put more info as I get it. Cool. Look at me being all sports bally. All right, so I've got this done. Let's just take a second here and see if I can coagulate any of these sticker sheets to feel good about me. So the only one I'm going to be able to do that with is this one right here, but I think I have enough space. I should have just used the ones on this guy for dialysis, but whatever. I'm just going to put them in these various spots, various and sundry. You know, it'd be better is if I just peeled off the whole backing. Then that would probably work a lot better, but whatever. I'm not gonna sweat it. Because I think there's just enough space for this to be okay. Look at that. Used up, well, we've got one sheet down. These will go in the back of my planner for now, as well as that one, which I'm not really using. But yeah, so this is going to be how my planner is working for the week. I hope that this is interesting. Please make sure to stay tuned for my roasty planner roast post, my post-roast planner, post Malone, whatever. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Like, let me know. Are you looking forward to my planner launch roast? And if you are, what would you like me to roast? Tell me in these comments. I'll check these too. I'll check all the places. We'll see what I catch. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, friends, peace.